Everything's about Chelsea, feel that pride. We're repping our team, standing side by side. We don't lose, we carry that blue. Talk Chelsea, see Chelsea, it's all true. All them a cheer, them a cheer. Cheer, 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 loud, 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 no. All them a cheer, them a cheer. Cheer, 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 loud as the crowd. In the stands we jump and sway, feel the beat. Got that rhythm in our hearts, can't take defeat. Every match we rise, watch the game unfold. Blue blood running deep, our story told. With every win we celebrate our crew. Chanting songs for Chelsea all day, it's true. All them a cheer, them a cheer. Cheer, 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 loud, 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 no one. All them a cheer, them a cheer. Cheer, 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 loud as the crowd. So the banners fly high under the sun. Every player on that field, together we run. With each kick we feel the passion ignite. For Chelsea our hearts shine forever bright. All them a cheer, them a cheer. Cheer, 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 loud, 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 no. All them a cheer, them a cheer. Cheer, 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 loud as the crowd. It's a blue morning show where the vibes are flowing, so fresh, so dope. Everything's about Chelsea, feel that pride. We're repping our team, standing side by side. We don't lose, we carry that blue. Talk Chelsea, see Chelsea, it's all true. All them a cheer, them a cheer. Cheer, 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 loud, 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 no. All them a cheer, them a cheer. Cheer, 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 loud as the crowd. In the stands we jump and sway, feel the beat. Got that rhythm in our hearts, can't take defeat. Every match we rise, watch the game unfold. Blue blood running deep, our story told. With every win we celebrate our crew. Chanting songs for Chelsea all day, it's true. All them a cheer, them a cheer. Cheer, 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 loud, 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 no one. All them a cheer, them a cheer. Cheer, 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 loud as the crowd. So the banners fly high under the sun. Every player on that field, together we run. With each kick we feel the passion ignite. For Chelsea our hearts shine forever bright. All them a cheer, them a cheer. Cheer, 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 loud, 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 no. All them a cheer, them a cheer. Cheer, 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 loud as the crowd. It's a blue morning show where the vibes are flowing, so fresh, so dope. Everything's about Chelsea, feel that pride. We're repping our team, standing side by side. We don't lose, we carry that blue. Talk Chelsea, see Chelsea, it's all true. All them a cheer, them a cheer. Cheer, 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 loud, 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 no. All them a cheer, them a cheer. Cheer, 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 loud as the
Yes, good people, I do hope you're all doing well. I appreciate you once again for finding the time to be with me this evening for another live show on Chelsea Perspective. I'm not going to say the Blue Morning Show. It's you could call it a Chelsea News Roundup. We had something like that before. Maybe that's what's going to come back before the Blue Morning Show does. But that's by the way. Today we'll talk about Joao Felix. We'll talk about the rumors suggesting that we're looking to get Cristiano Ronaldo for 1 month to play for us during the to play for us in the Club World Cup in the United States, and that he's eager to do that because, yeah, definitely Leo Messi will be there with Inter Miami, his current club. We'll talk about Chelsea making profit. We'll also talk about all the news items either because we will go news hunting. But that's by the way, I do hope you're all doing well. Please keep dropping the likes on the stream. The likes do go a long way. We have just 2 likes. You can do a lot better than that. I appreciate you all for finding the time to join this evening. And please keep the topics aligned if you'd like me to get your. To address whatever you have in the comment section. Otherwise, I will assume you're having a good conversation with a community member, which you have every right to. But that's by the way, without wasting much of your time, missed out on Gyökeres, we don't have to. What about, do you ever thought about the situation from Gyökeres' perspective? He's not. There's no guarantee we'll get Champions League football next season, and maybe that's the reason why probably he didn't want to come to us, or maybe we're focused on getting Osimhen. You don't know, so don't give up. Stop. Just be a bit positive. But that's by the way. We'll move on from that. Let's get to the next item we have lined up here. Keep dropping the likes on the stream, people. The likes do go a long way. Sincerely do appreciate you all finding the time to join the show this evening with me. It is still 5:03 p.m. CST. Yeah, let me just stick it, leave it at that. Not mention my exact location. Without wasting much of your time, let's start addressing the items we have lined up here. The first one here is about Joao Felix. Sorry, I need to switch that around. This reads, the final understanding is that AC Milan will not buy Joao Felix permanently from Chelsea Football Club. I mean, the signs were there. Surprise, surprise. A few weeks into his AC Milan spell, the Italian journalist publicly said that Joao Felix is as handsome as he's useless. I've never heard such an insult from anybody before. And if I were Joao Felix, the moment I heard that, I'd actually say that I don't want to play for them anymore. But I'm just kidding anyway, because he's a professional. He had to just stick it out and then leave. I hope we find a solution. There's an excellent player in there. Maybe he has attitude issue. I mean, it's believable given the pattern. Again, the pattern with him with all the clubs he's played for. Atletico Madrid, he did fall out with Diego Simoni. At Barcelona, they maybe tried to keep him. I'm not sure. The reason could have been Atletico Madrid's asking price at the time. And then to Chelsea, wasn't patient enough. For me, he was seeing a lot of game time, and had he stayed, I think he could have played a lot more. Given the absence of Nicholas Jackson and Mark Gui, even though he's not a number 9, Kopama in certain games could have played in the number 9 position while he plays in the 10 position. He wasn't just patient, and the manager liked him. He did say publicly that he likes Joao Felix well, irrespective of the rumors that yeah he didn't want Joao Felix to join Chelsea, but we also did hear that he called him and did speak with them and explained his plans, how he fits into his plans. So it's just him not being patient. Plus, the manager, the public comment he made, something to the effect of Joao Felix not playing because of the availability of Cole Palmer, which I didn't like. And I did say at the time that for me, that was wrong. Because if I were Joao Felix, if you say such publicly, you're practically saying that I'm useless. If I were Joao Felix too, I'd push to leave. That wasn't nice from the manager. And the manager had, I still back Enzo Maresca 100%. I'm not going to lie. The manager could have created a healthy competition between Joao Felix and Cole Palmer, honestly. And had he done that, chances are Cole Palmer, you could say, wouldn't have. For me, I believe he burned out really. But that's in the past right now. Hopefully, we'll find a solution because there's an excellent player in there. One the sort of player you pay money to go to the stadium to watch. Even the manager did say something to that effect too. But that's by the way. So they're not planning to buy him on a permanent. Says Felix. Not that guy. I think that's just you because you're not happy for the fact that he pushed to join AC Milan. I don't think there's an excellent footballer there. He's one footballer. Even if he ends up not being at Chelsea, I'd be pained if at the end of his career he didn't reach that level we all know that he can reach. He's capable of reaching. He has all the tools. He has everything he needs to succeed as a footballer. Maybe he needs to look himself in the mirror. And I'm still going to say this, even though I've said it already. Had he been patient with Enzo Maresca, chances are he'd be playing week in week out right now. And Maresca did say it was only a matter of time before he finds us again finds a way to accommodate him and Cole Palmer on the pitch in the same game at the same time, if that makes sense. So let's move on. Let's move on to the next item we have lined up here. Keep dropping the likes on the stream, people. The likes do go a long way. We have a total of 16 people following the show, only 4 of those on YouTube. The rest definitely divided between X and Facebook. Wherever you're following the show on, we appreciate you. Kindly do us a favor, whether on X, drop a like on the video, and also follow our X account. Help us get to 5,000 followers as soon as possible. On YouTube, on Facebook, help us get to, I think, 1,000 followers as soon as possible. We'd really appreciate that. I mean, you have every right to say he's not that guy. A lot of people do say the same. And also, this is Chelsea Dodgers quoting Fabrizio Romano once again, which reads that particular one reads let's read it. Barring any last minute surprises, Joao Felix will be back at Chelsea. Then they will decide whether to keep him or try to find a different solution, maybe in Turkey or Saudi Arabia, or maybe some opportunity in Portugal with Benfica. We will see. Here's the thing. For the signing of Joao Felix, we signed him because we had the opportunity at the time because Atletico Madrid were really pushing to sign Conor Gallagher, and the point I'm trying to make is this: Felix was just an opportunistic signing. We signed him knowing that he's a good footballer. We signed him knowing that if in the end it doesn't work out, we can sell him for a sizable fee, make a sizable gain. Because yeah, things have changed. The landscape of football have changed from a financial perspective. There's FFP, there's PSR, and on. So nothing to lose there. It's a win-win situation for us. Just like the case of Mark Gui, the opportunity again emerged, and we didn't hesitate. We signed him, and he's proven to be a good asset for us. Even if in the future, should we decide, yeah, he's a rotten on the bench, we could decide to sell him and make a sizable profit from his sale. So for Felix, no regrets there for me. Let's see what else Lemay is saying. We shouldn't do deals with Georgie Mendes anymore. Stay far away from him. I don't. I mean, you don't. You need connection of a super agent like Georgie Mendes. Yeah, Felix. The fact that Felix didn't stay, the fact that Felix pushed to leave, wasn't in any way his fault, and I'm quite sure you know that. So here's the thing. I hope that when he returns, uh, we should keep him. That's a good player there. We've seen flashes of what he's capable of doing. Felix is not just you could say an elegant footballer. He has excellent vision. He can drive with the ball. He's also a creator. You can also use him as a striker. Yeah, but a second striker or a hybrid number 9 where he starts in the 10 position, but operates mainly as a second striker. I hope we keep him. I really do like him. Even if we don't keep him, I still hope he succeeds. And remember, he's just 24, at most 25. But because he emerged onto the scene early on in his career, when you hear his name, you'd think he'd be in his late 20s. But no, he's still very young. I know he's not a kid, and at this age, he's very, very experienced. I hope we don't let him go, really, because I hope the manager realized it was a mistake to have said what he said publicly, that probably led to him pushing to leave Chelsea to join AC Milan, like he said publicly. I didn't like it. Once again, I support Maresca 100%. Again, I hated it when he said publicly that Joao Felix isn't playing because of Cole Palmer. It just doesn't make any sort of sense in my opinion. Keep dropping the likes on the stream, people. The likes do go a long way. Rain, I'm quite sure you haven't liked the video. Had you done that, we'd have 5 likes. But pick up, Rain. Nice to see you. I do hope you're doing well. It's been a while. I hope your absence simply means that you've been busy. If that's the case, good for you. We understand bills don't pay themselves. Rain, big up, brother. Please don't make it rain. Don't do that. I don't have an umbrella with me. Big up, people. Much love to all of you. So we'll move on from this. Let's see something we started doing lately. Let's see what Chelsea fans what they have to say with regards to that particular news. ABCFC05 screams, yeah, that all caps. So it means he screams. Turkey or Saudi Arabia. Laughing 4 laugh emojis and skull emojis and yeah, good. Let's see what else Chelsea fans say here. Saudi, please save us from Felix, Starling, and Chilwell. I don't want Felix to go. Has it not occurred to you that had he been available for selection in the absence of Cole Palmer, we wouldn't have had as many issues we had at the time? Yeah, it's really that simple, but that's just my opinion anyway. And the CFC at then says, Saudi, please. Okay, we've read that one. And Ziki is saying every Chelsea fan hated Pochettino because he didn't support the signing of this guy. And there's no way to tell that Pochettino did not support the signing of Joao Felix. Well, we're just speculating. Honestly, we're simply speculating, in my opinion. And Kenny saying, hopefully, we don't waste a time bringing him to the Club World Cup. I think he'd be there. We'd like him to play. You can say sample him to the world, and hopefully get people interested in signing him. There's an excellent player there, and I'm not going to stop saying that. Mark Cucurella, of course, parody account. He says, I mean, maybe the French league or Bundesliga could work. Turkey or Saudi Arabia is harsh. At his age and the sort of footballer he is, I think the Saudis may well push to sign him because, yeah, he's a valuable player. He's an excellent talent, in my opinion. This is a second chance for Chelsea to get it right with Joao Felix. I think so, too. We shouldn't keep him, sell him. He stinks out at football and so lazy. Wow. Do I think Joao Felix is lazy? No. If you want to see a lazy footballer, go watch Rafael Leao. But then again, that's my opinion. And Chim Richards is saying, what a pointless signing. It's not a pointless signing. It was an opportunistic signing. We signed him bearing in mind that if it doesn't work out, we could still make a sizable profit from selling him. It's really that simple. Once again, that's my opinion, really. What else do we have here? Talent and enough. Yep, Mudrik could tell you that. Replace Felix with Ian Subiabri as a left winger. Lad is unlucky. That's how this man here, that's how he's chosen to see it. Anything else here? Okay, this is talking about Ibrahim Rabaj, 16 played 15 minutes in the under-17 AFCON versus Uganda. Okay, anything else? All right, let's go to the next item we have lined up here. Keep dropping the likes on the stream. The likes do go a long way. I appreciate you all finding the time to join the show this evening. You could call it a Chelsea roundup show. This here reads, Chelsea avoided a PSR charge by selling their women's team to themselves for up to nearly £200 million. That's genius. I've seen a lot of people on X crying. Unix always leading the charge. I think Unix actually wants Chelsea to get relegated so he can say, I told you that Todd Boehly isn't it. Why do I say that? When he saw some news that reported that Todd Boehly is on the board of a website selling selling Chelsea tickets for profits. I've forgotten the language used. He immediately tagged his daddy, Mineros FC, and asked him, "Have you seen this?" You can say they rev, they enjoy seeing bad news about Chelsea Football Club, unfortunately, and nobody can convince me to see it differently. But that's just my opinion anyway. I don't think. And when he saw this, I used to see his comment something to the effect of course, it has to be about profit. Of course, it has to be about profit. It's somebody's business. It's somebody's business, and because we have a platform here to try to educate people, maybe to argue sensibly, maybe, and to not present nonsense argument. Something like the Chelsea owners, they're not interested in winning; they're just interested in profit. How does that make sense to you? If that's your thing, I'd like you to take a step back and take your time to consider the fact that football is a result-driven business, which simply means breaking it down even further. Without wins, you cannot make profit. It's really as simple as that. If you're arguing that they're going to sell players to make profit, no, that selling players alone won't even drive them to break even, given how much they paid for the club, let alone make profit. Bought the club for around 4 point something a million pounds. So some argument when you see it, it just doesn't make sense. So I'm happy they found loopholes to still keep us afloat until they balance things the way you can say it should be, and not be concerned about PSI and FFP. And they're working on that. Some people will say very soon they'll run out of things to sell. They will not. We have acquired so many talents that by the time we'll be in need of paying a lot of money for talents, will be fine, because we have enough a crop of talents to pull from. It's really that simple. But I'm not gonna fight again. I've told people I can debate that with their favorite content creator. That the argument that Chelsea owners are just in it for profit and not to win. That has to be one of the most stupid arguments that I've ever heard, and I can defend it anywhere. Get your favorite content creators. Let's go to a neutral ground, a neutral platform, and debate that. And I'm ready. Let's see. The lap to Chelsea done. It's just a matter of time. It will not be a bad idea. He's not my favorite. I've always wanted us to sign Gyökeres over him. But the lap wouldn't be bad. He has Premier League experience. And another thing is that he understands how the manager wants to play. He's played under him. So those are some advantages. Whether he'd be able to do as well as he's done before when he joins Chelsea, that remains to be seen. But the thing is, and the truth is, every signing carries some measure of risk. There's no guarantee. After all, we signed Fernando Torres from Liverpool in the Premier League. So before we signed him, he had Premier League experience, but he didn't. You can say rip trees. You can say he didn't fire on all cylinders at Chelsea Football Club. I get it. There are other sensible arguments also that some people, knowledgeable people like Max, will bring to the table. Something to the effect of him being worn out before we bought him, that he was on injections, that he wasn't fully fit before we paid how much we paid for him. But that's by the way, keep dropping the likes on the stream, people. The likes do go a long way. And as soon as we round up, we'd call it a day. No delays, so I can go get a good night's sleep. It's already a 5:20 p.m. my time. But that's by the way, we move on from this. Good for us. But there's something that's following that one. Here's the thing. I think this is somebody, Martin Ziegler. Martin Ziegler. I'm not sure how to correctly pronounce that name there. Apologies if I'm butchering this. This is his opinion, the way I see it, and I don't believe this one bit. That reads the Premier. Okay, this is a different thing actually, not the one I'm referencing. This one reads the Premier League 20 clubs have decided against closing a loophole that allows clubs to register income from selling assets to sister companies, just like we sold our women's team to Blue Co, which is our parent company. And it reads that Chelsea are likely to be in breach. Okay, that's the second part that I was talking about. I don't agree with this. Chelsea are likely to be in breach of UEFA's financial rules However, I said rules do not follow for clubs to register income from selling assets to sister companies. So, what is an issue? What would not be an issue for Chelsea in the Premier League would be an issue from UEFA's perspective. But let's see what happens there. For me, I'm not concerned. So let's see what Chelsea fans have to say about this particular report. Who else, if not Maddie? Is that Matty? I don't know him. Honestly, maybe I should know him. This guy always has our name in his mouth. So this shows that this guy doesn't, that brother there doesn't believe that. Martin Ziegler, while writing this article, okay, I'm not sure. I don't know who he is. And it sounds like I should uh, definitely try to get to know who he is. Let's see. Don't worry. Blue Coat would discover another loophole to exploit. I trust them 100%. I'm not concerned. And I'm serious about that. I'm not concerned. I don't even believe he's telling the truth. But I think what he said there is plain. But maybe he's truthful, or maybe the case is just that we know would still be in trouble from a UEFA perspective, but have ways, have plans, maybe have already in advance figured uh, found a way to navigate the issue when we, you can say that bridge, particular bridge, when we get there. But that's by the way, I'm not concerned really. I trust my club to find a solution to that one. Interesting. Talk about go. Talk about goalkeeping issues. This particular report, not the report from Who Scored Stats. It says Petrovic is the highest rated goalkeeper in League One this season. His rated overall average rating is 7.03. Not easy. But honestly, I still think I like him. And I be one of, again, I'm one of those that have been arguing that he's a much better goalkeeper than Sanchez. But do I think he's better than Philip Jorgensen? Absolutely not. We did compare their numbers before Jorgensen, when Jorgensen was on the verge of joining Chelsea Football Club, and Jorgensen finished the season in La Liga with a much better number than him and Sanchez. But that's just my opinion anyway. Do I think we should bring him back? I'd say yes, bring him back, and yeah, find a way to offload Robert Sanchez. But that's my opinion. Do I think that happens? I honestly do not know. Let's see what else we have here. Next item, if you have, let's see what play. Yeah, let's read what Chelsea fans what they have to say here. Chelsea are chasing Liverpool's number two goalkeeper, which I could argue Liverpool's number two goalkeeper, who's better than our first choice goalkeeper. So no shame there. In all honesty, let's see anything else interesting. Anything interesting? Robert Sanchez, you're destined to leave my club, and he's told you that that if it's not our number one goalkeeper next season, he'd leave. And Danny Odds is saying highest rated goalkeeper in League One with 7.03. Imagine turning Chelsea down just to crush it in France. Okay, I'm not sure. Anything else here? Keep dropping the likes on the stream, people. The likes do go along with. Let's see additional replies there. Whether we can see anything else interesting. All right, a lot of yeah, spam bullshit here. What else do we have here? We have the next one. That's the interesting one. I've already done a YouTube short on this one. Let's get your thoughts on this particular news. That's according to 365 scores, and it says Manchester City and Chelsea are both considering offering Cristiano Ronaldo a 1 month contract in order to for him to play in the Club World Cup. So the same thing we want is the same thing we're hearing that Manchester City wants. I don't think Pep will be interested in that happening. I think Chelsea probably for marketing purposes and our owners, in all honesty, the money making machines. But me saying that doesn't mean I don't believe they want to win. I'm not one of those they don't want to win. I'm not one of those that believe they're just here for profit and that they're not here to win. That's absolute nonsense, by the way. Do I think this is going to happen? Yeah, 1 month. Paying him, just hire him. It's more like you can say, what's the language I'm looking for? A machinery. Just hire him for 1 month, and have him play with us in the Club World Cup, and help us win it. But do I think it's gonna happen? In all honesty, I don't think it's possible. We have Nicholas Jackson. We still have Christopher Nkunku with us. Mark Gui is recovering. I get it. His experience is better than those guys. Even at age 70, he's still better than those guys. I'm not sure how to feel about this one. But in my opinion, I don't think it happens. Even though I've done a YouTube short about it, um, I just had to. I had to report what I reported again. I had to create a video when I saw the news. I'm not sure what to make of it, but I want to get your opinion if you're in the comment section. Do you think it happens, or okay, even if the possibility is there, do you think it chooses us over Manchester City? I'm not sure how to feel about the news, but let's see what Chelsea fans have to say under it. I'm quite sure we'd see a lot of interesting stuff right there. Where are the comments? Are there no comments here? Not a single one, really. Wow. Okay. So no single comment there. Let's see. Anything? Nothing. Nothing. No comments. So let's just move on from that one and go to something else. And let's see. The lap to Chelsea done. It's just a matter of time. Where did you hear that? Was that what Fab said? Okay, we're going to do something. Ronaldo is not coming. That's how I feel too. But I had to report the news when I saw it. What else do we have here? We have training pictures from today's. I think was it today's? Let me be sure. Yep, 6 hours ago. Today's training. Rhys James and Malo Gusto pictured in this particular photo here. Who else do we have here? Give me a second here. All right, and then we have Levi Colwell pictured in training. I want to see the absentees. Those that I think you can say we haven't seen for a while. Tariq George pictured in training. I'd rather that kid start our next game than Christopher Nkunku for reasons I've explained. In the last two games Nkunku played for us, he seemed disinterested, in my opinion, or I don't know. I don't want to get into that, but I'd rather see Josh than him. Nicholas Jackson trained. This is not him being on the grass. He played with the ball. So yeah, that's the signs are good for us. We have all our best players available for selection, which means Spurs are in trouble. And I hope we mop the Stamford Bridge carpet with them on that day. Nani Madeke in training. Say what you like about him. I think yeah, in his absence we learned how yeah we learned some people learned to respect him, irrespective of the fact that I think still has some areas of his game that he needs to change to become a much better player. Pedro Neto pictured in training also, so good for us. And then Cole Ice Palmer pictured in training. The most important one for me, I'm happy. Uh, he's definitely fully fit, and I think he will cook on Thursday for us. What else? Enzo Fernandez, the midfield maestro, was also pictured in training. An excellent player. He has to be one of Chelsea's most underrated player currently, in my opinion. It looks like I think that has always been the case. All the players you can say, all the deep line players that we've had, be it DM, I think we usually don't respect them that much, except for N'Golo Kante, honestly. But that's by the way, this says Petrovic makes the Who Score list team of the month for the French national team of French League R. What else do we have here? This is just an update 9 hours ago. Maybe we should look at it. This reads: should Chelsea and Strasbourg get in the same European competition? It is understood they have already done much of the groundwork. In case that scenario plays out, and both clubs are confident it would not impact their long-term plans and goals. With these owners, I'm not concerned. They know how to be proactive. Look at Manchester United They're trying to do what we started to do 2 years ago, realizing that things have changed. Things in football have changed from a financial perspective. Yeah, a lot of clubs will be spending less and less in the transfer window. It doesn't matter how much, how rich you are. Again, as a club, you cannot spend because just because you have it. Another update here: Andrea Santos will be given the chance to impress at Chelsea after spending the season on loan at Strasbourg. And here's the most impressive thing that I heard about Andrea Santos on two occasions that he's again gone out on loan to Strasbourg. Uh, we learned that it was his decision, and boy, has he paid? Has he? Yeah, has it paid off? He has, in a big way. He's coming back. He will come back to Chelsea. He'll be with us again, and he will come back with again in his own terms. Yeah, probably find him a place in the team. Guarantee it's an ample amount of games for him. Otherwise, he'd leave. And rumors are that there are not shortage of clubs interested in signing him from Chelsea Football Club because he's an excellent talent. And once again, to all those that believe that his return would mean the departure of Enzo Fernandez, that is absolute nonsense. And let me explain why I said that's the case. Why I said that. Um, he is he's an entirely different player from Enzo Fernandez. He's more defensively sound than Enzo Fernandez. He's more of a box to box midfielder, and he arrives in the box more often than Enzo Fernandez by default, even without being trained to do so. That is traditionally that's his thing. While Enzo Fernandez, on the other hand, is more of a deep line playmaker, aka the deeper you deploy him, the more effective it be. Because yeah, the more he sees the pitch, the more effective it be. The further you deploy him, he'd still be effective, but not as effective as it be if he could see the pitch more, if it's deployed in a deeper position, and he's capable of dictating the pace of the game, and he can perform under pressure in terms of playing out, escaping tight spaces, and sometimes he doesn't even need to trap the ball to find his teammate with a one-touch pass. Make a run, Fernandez will see you, and those things aren't Andrea Santos' strongest suit. Their profile is different. We can actually have them both on the pitch at the same time. They complement each other, if that makes sense. Shay Wendy, nice to see you. 44452. I do hope you're doing well. I appreciate you finding the time to join the show this particular evening. It is a 5:34 p.m. CST. Keep dropping the likes on the stream, people. The likes do go a long way. Let's get it up. Let's see. What else do we have here? And Shay, it looks like you joined the show from X. Yeah, because I can't find you here. What else do we have here? Last item. Anything interesting here? Again, to address Nicholas Jackson is on course to return for Thursday's night, a Premier League game against Tottenham at the Bridge. The game will be on our own carpet. Anything else here? Anything else? Chelsea are not currently expecting to sign a new first team goalkeeper in the summer, although that could change if attempting or a missable opportunity arises. Makes sense. Let's see. Yeah, I was looking for this one. An interesting update here. Chelsea plan a full assessment of goalkeepers as two contenders emerge for number one spot. Georgi Petrovic and highly rated teenager Mike Penders will be given the chance to prove themselves this summer. I think eventually, I think Robert Sanchez will leave Chelsea, and I think Philip Jorgensen, for me, I still rate him. My opinion, I think he's a better goalkeeper than Petrovic and Penda. Penda is still a kid. In the case of Jorgensen, he needs to play more. That's all he needs, and that's my opinion. And here's Kishan, my New York bro. Always nice to see you. I do hope you're doing well. I appreciate you finding the time to join the show this particular evening. Thank you, Kishan. What else do we have here? Continue the news hunt here. A lot have been said about Kendrick Pies, about his future. This reads Kendrick Pies is not going on loan to Strasbourg. Wow, okay, that's according to Terra Deportes and Alejo. Okay, let's forget. And then the second source you see there on the screen. Kendrick Pies is not going on loan to Strasbourg. He will only train at the French club as part of a process of adapting to European football. The Ecuadorian is in Chelsea's plan for the Club World Cup. But how about beyond the Club World Cup? What happens? Yeah, that's what I want to know. If you're in the chat, if you have any questions, drop it there. I'll try to address your question. And if I cannot, I will pretend that I cannot see your question. I'm just kidding. Anyway, I'll do my best to address whatever question you may have. If I can, I'll let you know. And remember, I'm human. I'm a human after all, if that makes sense. What else do we have here? Keep dropping the likes on the stream, people. The likes do go along with Kendrick Pies. I think his form dropped a bit. In recent months, which was why people started talking about manufacturing stories of him going on loan to Strasbourg, which I'd like him to do, really. I'd rather him go on loan to Strasbourg, get to play week in, week out, and develop than come to Chelsea and only get to play in cup games. And for me, I don't think to what Chelsea women versus West Ham United. Ooh, you say I rate Sanchez. I don't. I don't. How did I miss that? Keishan, listen, I don't rate him. You can say, the only thing that I've said before was that at the end of the season, his numbers did show, actually, in all honesty, his numbers did show that he did perform better than Petrovic at the time. That was the only thing I said. And I do respect numbers, but over time, I followed football long enough to know that numbers alone will do you no good. You need numbers and eye test. Both complement each other, so you can come to a sensible conclusion. No, I didn't rate him. I've always wanted Philip Jorgensen to start over him for reasons I've explained. Irrespective of how well Sanchez does, he does his traditional stuff every game, averaging, making it again at once. At some point in the game, he'd pass the ball to the opponent, or just make some silly mistake like indecision or loss in, you can say, concentration, lapses in concentration, and all that. And it turns out that has always been part of his game. There are clips. You don't get clips of that many mistakes of like you say, of high profile goalkeepers. I know, I get it. Manuel Neuer, Edson, and then the Liverpool goalkeeper, what's his name? They've made some high profile mistakes, but you can count them on one finger. But in the case of Robert Sanchez, if you watch the clip, you could argue there are billion count of him making silly mistakes during game. Yeah, so no, I don't rate him. I know you just want to wind me up. But despite it, keep dropping the likes on the stream, people. The likes do go a long way. Kepa Arrizabalaga to Bournemouth. It cannot happen soon enough. Even though I'd take him over the goalkeepers we have right now, but the truth remains that excuse me, the manner at which he left Chelsea Football Club, I don't think it makes sense to bring him back. He disrespected the club at the time when we needed him the most, at the time when he was one of the only senior players we had at the club. The moment Madrid came calling, he was like, "Bye, Felicia." we didn't we didn't see him again. I honestly I didn't like that. Even though I liked him, honestly, but that was a serious betrayal in my opinion, and I hated that it happened. All right, what else do we have here? Keep dropping the likes on the stream, people. The likes do go a long way, and this is my boy N'Golo Kante. It was his birthday 2 days ago, and also same day with N'Golo Dante, Constantine Dante. And I don't know how I missed it, how I didn't remember that it was Dante's birthday. I sincerely do apologize once again, Dante, if you're listening. I'm gonna stretch this so we see everything there, and then we go back to news hunting. This here reads, happy 34th birthday to N'Golo Kante. One Champions League trophy. He won at Chelsea, two Premier League trophies. He won one at Chelsea, one at Leicester City, one FA Cup at Chelsea, Club World Cup at Chelsea, Europa Cup at Chelsea, Super Cup at Chelsea, and PFA Player of the Year. Oh, at what club was it? Was that at Chelsea? World Cup with the French national team, of course. Keep dropping the likes on the stream, people. The likes do go a long way. We have 34 people watching, seven of those on YouTube. The rest shared between X and Facebook. If you're following the show on Facebook or on X, do us a favor, drop a like on the platform, follow our account on that platform. But here's the thing, here's the secret for you. You'd be better off joining us on YouTube. Why do I say that? We will restart our program designed to help those of our members who are students, where we do $50 giveaway every month. That's some top secret, right? But that's by the way. Keep dropping the likes on the stream, people. The likes do go a long way. So we're gonna go news hunting. I usually like going news hunting on Vince's page. So I'm gonna do this. Let's see if Vince has anything interesting there. More likes, people, more likes. Dardy Petrovic has improved. His ability on the ball has improved significantly. He was, again, he did. We realized actually quickly that he was better on the ball in terms of how calm he can be on the ball. But passing range is something I still haven't taken my time to, you can say, look at and figure out whether he's uh better overall again on the with the ball than Robert Sanchez. So if you're watching, if you have any questions, drop it in the comment in the chat section, and I'll try to address it. If I cannot, I will let you know. So I'm trying to see if anything new has emerged since the show started, and we've been streaming for how many minutes? 48 minutes. I just feel like ending this now. I'm a bit tired, but yeah, good news. Okay, it looks like we have a few new stuff here uh to look at. Let me see anything interesting in Kungu in training session. Some training pictures too. All right, give me 1 second here. But if you have any questions, drop it, whether or on X or on Facebook. I can still see them here. I will try to address them to the best of my knowledge. So news hunting time. Has anything new emerged? Nothing new. Two things here. That one here. This guy here go off Ronaldo to Chelsea rumors for 1 month. Actually, no, I think it's gonna happen. I don't know. Okay. Okay, there's something else I want to do with Grok. An idea I got from Mikhail, my friend. Listen to Grok. Is it Grok or Grok? The Elon Musk AI app. I'm gonna do something like this. Let's ask him for a Chelsea news update. Let's see what he comes up with. Joao Felix, I want him back at Chelsea. I've already talked about that. More likes, people, more likes. If you have any questions, drop it once again. I'll try to address it. All right, let's see. What else do we have there? Has anything new emerged? All right, let's see. Let's see, people. 12 likes. That's a lot. A lot than I expected, actually. We're gonna try to find again, but at this time, the evenings for me, that's a 5 p.m. CST. That would be the time again. I'd be able that we can stream. We can stream consistently at this point until things change. All right, we'll still go back to Grok, but let's go back to news hunting. Back to news hunting. All right, what do we have? What do we have here now? Anything new? Christopher Nkunku on Instagram. Next 5 games is listed there. Tottenham, Brentford, what's their name again? Ipswich Town, Fulham, and Everton. Um, okay, Nkunku on IG in action. I don't know. I don't see what again Nkunku's situation changing. I think eventually he'd leave Chelsea at the end of the season. But that's just my opinion anyway. Anything else here? Anything has anything interesting emerged? We've addressed this, which reads that barring any last minute surprises, Joao Felix will be back at Chelsea. Then the club will decide whether to keep him or try to find a different solution, maybe in Turkey or Saudi Arabia, or maybe opportunity in Portugal with Benfica. We will see. I think probably we'll use him as a bargaining chip for uh, the players we want to sign. I just feel bad because honestly, I like this guy. I do like Felix. I'm not sure why he's find it he's found it difficult to settle down. Really, honestly, but he's still young, 24, at most 25. But let's see what happens. Um, Keep dropping the likes on the stream, people. The likes do go a long way. Let me ask Grok for Chelsea News Roundup to see what it says. These these uh, players, IG is managed by either admin or agent. Why on earth player will put next 5 matches on IG? I don't know. Some of them use managers. Some of them don't manage their accounts by themselves. But in Kunkus, I think he might. I don't know, man. Honestly, I don't know. But yeah, nice to see you, EPL Tough. I do hope you're doing well, and I appreciate you for finding the time to be with us this particular evening. It's let me see what time is it here, but let me turn on this light. It's 5:49 p.m. my time. Yeah, CST. I'm not gonna say specifically where I am. I don't know if I've said that mistakenly before. All right, keep dropping the likes on the stream, people. The likes do go a long way. So let's see what Grok has for us. I've asked him Chelsea news update. Any questions are from you? I'll wait a bit before I round off. At least let's say 1 hour. Okay. Okay, some updates. Let's see if that is going to help us in any way. So Grok has given us some updates, Chelsea news update. Let's see. Let's see what that what we can learn from there. All right, Grok has a few items for us. Here are the latest Chelsea FC news update as of March 31st, 2025. And I think this is more like him aggregating where what he was able to pull from some of the Chelsea's biggest account here. Financial performance, interesting. That one we did talk about it. It says Chelsea reported a pre-tax profit of 124.4 million pounds, 165 point in dollars. Okay, 165.83 dollars million dollars for the year ending June 2024, despite a revenue drop. This was largely due to the repositioning of their women's team, which was transferred from Chelsea FC Holding Limited to Blueco. Todd Bowley's consortium removing associated losses from the club's account. That's genius. Even though we have some Chelsea fans crying, we have some Chelsea fans crying about that. For me, it's ingenious, really, and I'm happy we have such owners. They're being proactive, and in the future, we wouldn't even be spending that much money, man. We still have abundance of super talents to choose from. And item number two, according to Grok, is saying women's Champions League success. Chelsea women's team advanced to the semi-finals of the Women's Champions League after a stunning 3-0 victory over Manchester City at Stamford Bridge on March 27, overturning a 2-0 deficit from the first leg goal. Goals came from Sandy Baltimore, Natalie Bajon, and Maya. Is that Myra Ramirez? They are set to face Barcelona next, a team that has eliminated them at this stage in the past two seasons. Yeah, our bogey team, really. Here's the thing, that game, a lot of people didn't know we were gonna overcome a two-goal deficit and then beat Man City. But we did it in style, actually. I think we scored two quick goals, and then the third one came a bit later than the time frame between the first and the second one. I can't quite remember how it all panned out, but it was such a beautiful thing. Yeah. Let's see. These profit is due to sell of hotel and parking. No, this one selling the women's team to ourselves. The hotel one, I think, was 2 seasons ago or so. I can't quite remember, but yes, and I'm happy. These guys, they're not billionaires. They didn't become billionaires by being dumb. Very smart, and I've always told people they have people behind the scenes crunching the numbers and finding solutions to ensure that we become a well-oiled money-making machine. And that's not to say they can do that without winning. They know they cannot continue like that without winning. So winning is, you can say, part of their top priority. Definitely top of their top priority. It'd be stupid to argue otherwise because it just doesn't make sense. But I'm not going to get into that argument once again. What I've told people is that I can debate their favorite content creator on a neutral platform anytime, any day they want. Transfer rumors. Let's see what it has here. Chelsea are actively planning their summer transfer window. They are prioritizing a new striker with Ipswich Town's Liam Delap linked, alongside interest in another forward. The club also intended to offload several players. We know that, including Kepa, Arrizabalaga, Ben Chilwell, Axel Disasi, Amanda Broya, and Raheem Sterling, with sales expected to be finalized by June. Additionally, there's talks of Jadon Sancho, currently on loan from Chelsea, from Manchester United, potentially seeking a return to Borussia Dortmund, though Chelsea are inclined to make his move permanent. So even if he wants to go back to Borussia Dortmund, he'd become a Chelsea player first, and then we sell him to Borussia Dortmund. And if you ask me, I'd say, if anything, Sancho actually wouldn't want Manchester United to profit. I think he'd be happy for Chelsea to make his move to the club permanent and then sell him to Borussia Dortmund. Would he be happy to help Chelsea make money in that manner? But that's fine. We keep dropping the likes on the stream. The likes do go a long way. 13 likes, we can do a lot better than that. A total of 37 people following the show. 7 on YouTube. The rest shared between X and Facebook, definitely. So what else do we have here? The fourth item here reads, co-owner Todd Bowley has hinted at potential ownership tension. I think we've heard that story. For me, nothing is going on there. Team news manager Enzo Maresca canceled the scheduled day off. We've heard that story, that a lot of people are getting all bent out of shape because, they heard that we lost to, was it on the 16th by 3-0, and that Enzo Maresca was fuming. It's nothing wrong. Clubs do play in-house friendlies all the time, and sometimes they're lost because the manager during in-house friendlies, probably a lot of experiments going on. And Chelsea fans, because we bring the clicks. Chelsea stories bring the clicks. Some Juno who has access to Chelsea learned about it, put it out there, and you should see Chelsea fans. The sort of nonsense Chelsea fans were saying. I could not believe my ears. I could not believe what I was reading. Uh, it's just crazy. But that's why we keep dropping the likes on the stream, people. The likes do go a long way. Uh, okay, clever accounting too. Yeah, that one is the simplest. Yeah, because nothing. But nothing too you can say technical about it. It's clever accounting. Still, they're smart, in my opinion. But I understand where you're coming from, and thank you for that correction. For that's by the way. Anything else? Nothing. If you don't have any questions, I'll round off. I'm gonna go live on TikTok to cover the items we talked about here also. But that's by the way. Thank you so much to EPL Tough for finding the time to join the conversation. Keishan, I appreciate you. Namaya Fawaled to all of you, and Rain, who also was here. So we will keep it at this particular time every day until something changes. Okay. We're still looking for a co-host that be able to host one of the shows, because the Blue Morning Show will most definitely come back. With that, we've come to the end of this particular edition of the Chelsea News Roundup show. I do hope you're doing well. And I really do mean that. See you guys next time. God bless us all, and cheers.
Chelsea fans, we won't stop believing. New knock with every chant and roar, we rise for the fight. The blue flag in the air, let it fly with pride. We're gonna show the world that all hearts open wide. From Stamford Bridge, share our voices to the light. We love for the team, stand strong by our side.
Every challenge we will never ignore. In unity we trust, our hopes on the rise. Chelsea spirit shines, bright lights up the skies. And if a cowboy said, for real does, and I would have loved this storm. Every phone's just to there, and there was a strife. You, my heart, keep the blue flame inside like we soar. Through every challenge we will never ignore. In unity we trust, our hopes on the rise. Chelsea spirit shines, bright lights up the sky.
Chelsea fans, we won't stop believing. New knock with every chant and roar, we rise for the fight. The blue flag in the air, let it fly with pride. We're gonna show the world that all hearts open wide. From Stamford Bridge, share our voices to the light. We love for the team, stand strong by our side.
Every challenge we will never ignore. In unity we trust, our hopes on the rise. Chelsea spirit shines, bright lights up the skies. And if a cowboy said, for real does, and I would have loved this storm. Every phone says to there, and there was a strife. You, my heart, keep the blue flame inside like we every challenge we will never ignore. In unity we trust, our hopes on the rise. Chelsea's spirit shines, bright lights up the sky.
Chelsea fans, we won't stop believing. No knock. With every chant and roar, we rise for the fight. The blue flag in the air, let it fly with pride. We're gonna show the world all hearts open wide. From Stamford Bridge, share our voices to life. We love for the team, stand strong by our side.
Through every challenge, we will never ignore. In unity we trust, our hopes on the rise. Chelsea's spirit shines, bright lights up the skies. And if a cowboy said, for real does, and then with a love this storm, every phone says to bed, that there was a strife. You, my heart, keep the blue flame inside like a soar. Through every challenge we will never ignore. In unity we trust, our hopes on the rise. Chelsea's spirit shines, bright lights up the sky.